guys, what's going on? B-Son here, and today I'm going to be talking about Neon Genesis Evangelion once again, and today, in particular, Neon Genesis Evangelion's relationship with one Arthur Schopenhauer. Now, for those who don't know, Arthur Schopenhauer, I should say, was a German philosopher, a very young philosopher when he started out in his teens and early 20s. He wrote a genius book I haven't finished, but it's super long, but it's great. It's about metaphysics. It's called The World of Will and Representation. Now, what of Schopenhauer that's particularly in Evangelion, I think everyone's really aware of at this point, is Hedgehog's Dilemma. So, the title for episode 4 in English, and there's an OST song too. It's actually called Hedgehog's Dilemma. So this is a concept created by Schopenhauer. An analogy describes a situation of a hedgehog having to hurt one another with their quills if they wish to be close to one another for warmth during cold weather. So it's a statement on how human beings cannot become intimate without others suffering, sustaining the unavoidable mutual harm that comes with it. The dilemma is that then simply trading pain for deeper connection and interaction with others. So, as such, it is an explanation to why people sometimes avoid contact, even to the point of complete isolation. Although the analogy, is flawed. Hedgehogs don't actually hurt each other, they're in close proximity, but the idea behind this actually human interaction has been adopted by others, including Freud. So, we see this in Evangelion, in particular, Shinji and Asuka and Misato to a certain extent. Shinji is afraid of what others think of him. You see, I'm trying to remember the episode number, but the episode where he got caught in that black hole or that shadow. I think it's a black hole. It looked like a black hole. He was caught in there in his Evangelion, and he basically went through psychosis, and his self was talking to himself, I guess his higher self, if you will, if you want to go that route. One day, and he was saying how Shinji was telling to Shinji how you're just afraid of what other people think of you. You're afraid of the Shinji that's in Asuka's head, the Shinji that's in Rei's head, the Shinji that's in Sato's head, so on and so forth. And I believe this is the biggest reason why Shinji's kind of isolated himself from the world, and why he really doesn't have. At the beginning of the series, anyway, he doesn't have any friends, and even when he has friends, he doesn't necessarily communicate with them in a proper manner because his earliest relationships, his mom doesn't even really remember his mom, and his dad abandoned him, and his dad's just been cold to him ever since. So the earliest relationships that he's had just are very unhealthy and just not good. Just not good. It just hasn't really been something that made him really believe that human connection can come without any pain, or that human connection is worth it. And you see in the later episodes when he met Kaoru, and Kaoru kind of basically said, human connection can be tough, but at the same time, being relationships kind of ease our, existential loneliness. Asuka displays all this as well, probably to just a higher degree, in a sense where she can't even get close to anyone. Now Shinji, she's close. He's close to Misato. He's close to Rei, and as close as you can get to Rei, I guess. He's close to his high school his high school buddies, Kenzo and Toji. He's close to Kaji. But is anyone really close to Asuka at all? No, no one's really close to Asuka. No, I'm sorry. She's just not really close to anyone. She just kind of does her own thing. Her thing is that, with her parents or her mom in particular and everything that happened to her there, she just didn't have, kind of like Shinji, proper childhood relationships with her earliest relationship being her mom. It just didn't go the way it needed to go, and because of that, she just feels that relating with people is just gonna hurt her, and that she's not really gonna get anything that she wants. So she just kind of puts on her facade, acts out the way she does, and the way she tries to connect with people is through sexual acts, which is actually exactly what Misato does. Misato is a little bit more, obviously more mature than these two, and she has more ability to connect with people. She can talk, she can be charismatic and whatnot. But still, at the same time, she's not really connecting with anyone. She, like, for example, when Rei dies, she can only offer Shinji her body because she doesn't know what else she could do. She doesn't really see what other work she has to outside of giving him sex at that particular moment. So it's because Misato, she has her own issues with her, electric complex with her dad. She doesn't really feel as though she really has anything to offer per se. She doesn't really have a strong sense of self, and she doesn't want to have to relive some of that past trauma that she's had with her father, and she still hasn't really gotten over that past trauma yet. And then her biggest deal is obviously with Kaji. With that, because of this past trauma, she hasn't really been able to connect with him in a way that she should. Obviously, Kaji is good for her. Kaji obviously cares for her. And at one point, he said that she opened up to him a lot back in the day, but she doesn't want to be that vulnerable with him. And those are probably the three biggest examples of the Hedgehog's dilemma in this series. Now, another thing that really wasn't talked about in the show, but I think is obvious. I mentioned the book, The World as Will and Representation. Will is desire, and the Buddhists say that the Buddha says that all our pain comes from desire, and desires come in on Evangelion a lot. I think I'm gonna have to do an episode just on Evangelion desires. That's what I like about the show. You can really go deep in it and really see different things about it, and really, just really, like I said, go deep and try different stuff. And this show really shows the will. Like, Shinji's will is to be able to have someone he can love. Asuka wants to, if you want to, I guess you would say her real will is she wants to be loved. She wants people to love her. She wants for who she is and see her for who she is and appreciate for who she is. Misato wants to be able to really just connect, I would say. She definitely wants to be loved too, but I think she just wants to be able to connect in a way where she can find her true self and be her true self. Rei just wants to understand who the fuck she is. Gendo wants love again. Actually, you can kind of all trace back all the Evangelion characters' wills to their wants and desires, which, like I said, they're inauthentic wants and desires, which just makes them abundantly interesting in the way they pursue their will, and how basically they try to mask everything with their actions. Shinji to a lesser extent, everyone tries to mask everything with their actions and how they operate in the world and what they do, like with Gendo doing Reading Nerve, Asuka being a pilot, and Misato being the strategist and the leader and the mom / teacher figure to Shinji and Asuka and Rei. But deep down, they're all trying to fulfill these wants and needs that they have, and that's the core of human beings. I mean, we have Schopenhauer said, we kind of lean into rationality a little too much. Rationality just makes us a little more clever than animals. It allows us to be able to go after what we want in a creative way. But in reality, what makes human beings is our neediness, the fact that we need things, we want things, and we have to go after them. And desire and boredom are probably some of the two biggest traits that a human being has. And it's funny because they both can cause an inordinate amount of pain. And if you're able to separate yourself from this, then you wouldn't really be in too much pain now, would you? So thank you for taking a listen to this video. Please, this helps a lot. Just please like, comment, please subscribe. Check out my Patreon page. I'm posting new rewards there all the time. Check out my web novel, Orange and Blue. And like I said, thank you once again. You all have a great day. Bye-bye.